Maybe my internet is out. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know why I think I can go live if they just told me my internet was out. Well, because I'm on my other phone. The good phone wants to talk to the internet. My other phone doesn't have to talk to the internet. So we're on the phone that doesn't have to talk on the internet. But I can't do much else on here. Let's see if it's even live. Are we live? But I can't do much else on here. Can you hear me okay? Let's see if it's even live. Are we live? But I can't do much else on here. Sounds like we can hear me. Sounds like we can hear me to me. Okay, well, welcome. Gonna talk about Real Housewives of Miami while I exercise, which I haven't done in too long. So just come on in. You can see we have the ladies of Real Housewives of Miami up here. And yeah, so we're just going to talk about it. Thanks for coming through. Thank you for coming through. So what'd you guys think of this finale part 1? You know, I had kind of tapped out of Real Housewives of Miami. I had tapped out of Real Housewives of Miami and started my Love Island journey around the same time as the White Party, I believe. And I was glad to give it up because these freaking Karens of Miami are too much for me, you guys. Too much for me. You may not know the players. The green dress top is Gertie. The middle black top is Adriana. The far right top is Lisa. Under Lisa, there's Iklexia. Under Adriana is Julia. Under Gertie is Marisolis. Under Marisolis is Stephanie, Shoja My Plane. And under Julia is Larson, her face put in a larceny against her because they want it back. And then we have Kiki, who I lovingly refer to as a coconut this season because, yeah. Now let me see, is my sound okay? Because I'm in the gym right now. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Yeah, it sounds like we can hear me. So the reunion was the other day. The 18th episode was the reunion for season 7, Real Housewives of Miami. And I was confused about I was genuinely confused, like Shelly, about the seating chart. Genuinely confused, okay? Genuinely confused because Stephanie showed you my plane, beat on her chest once, argued about her plane, friends, not friends. I mean, but she didn't really bring a whole lot, share a whole lot. Whereas Gertie was, from the beginning of the season through the season, had drama with the ladies. So why they're always playing Gertie off, putting her way down at the end of the couch, they always have her and Kiki as bookends on the couch. Her and Kiki are always near the end of the couch. No matter what kind of season Gertie gives us, they always put her at the end. And they put people like Iklexia, the drugstore cowgirl, at the front of the couch, even though she had another fake storyline season. Another fake storyline season, okay? She was fake getting divorced, and then she was fake getting together with her ex. And now he's her ex, and he wants to sue the network, and she blocked him because he blew up her spot after she made him look like an asshole all season. But it was just a continuation of that whole fake storyline that they let Alexia get away with. And then Larceny, why was she so close to the front? She didn't do anything this season except for try to decide who grown women can follow and not follow, even though she's not paying any of their taxes. And that was weird. She was arguing with Lisa, lying on Lisa the whole season. And they sat her so close. And then Lisa, it should have been Gertie, Lisa, Adriana. No, Gertie, Lisa, Stephanie, Adriana. Because I think Adriana's a friend of. And on the other couch, it should have been, who should it have been? Julia, because she needed to be held accountable for her 17 episodes of lying on Gertie. And so she could go head to head with Gertie. And then next to her, we could have had Alexia, and then Larceny, and then Kiki. Oh, and then Marisolis. Marisolis is just a friend of Puppeteer. Why is she closer? Anyway, it's just a lot. I see them. They see me. But what did you guys think of the season? I thought it was meh, because the arguing was just circular. Unfortunately, as much as I love Gertie, she doesn't seem to be able to finish a sentence, you guys. As much as I love Gertie, she doesn't seem to be able to finish a sentence. And it's really unfortunate, because I want to hear her sentences. I want her to blow up freaking Julia's spot. I want her to blow up Julia's lies that she's been doing for 17 episodes and explain what the freaking text messages were. No, people don't understand what those text messages were. That's why Andy kept asking you. That's why Andy was questioning you like he was on their side, because he doesn't even see what the truth has to do in a sea of lies that he loves. It's so weird. They praise the liars and punish the truthers. They praise the fake storylines and don't give any camera time to the Gerties of the cast. Gertie's the only married one. Gertie. Look at all these. Look at them. Julia's married too. So Gertie and Julia are the only two married people on the whole cast of a Married to Medicine franchise. And then Stephanie just came and she's married. Everybody else is a girlfriend or fresh divorced. And I feel like that might be part of the issue with these housewife shows, is that they don't even abide by their own formula. You know? They don't even abide by their own formula. You gotta go check on something. So it's really interesting. I mean, we can't be a whole lot of mad that the shows suck when you didn't even abide by your formula. Of course, this is what single girlfriends and mistresses have time for, is all this mess instead of real storylines. Of course. Not saying there's anything wrong with them, but I mean, and then they get regular schmegular working ladies these days. I feel like the housewife shows used to be a little more aspirational, you know? A little more aspirational. But Stephanie comes in talking to everybody like they're at the boardroom. She works so much. She had to approve her own leave from work in order just to participate on the show practically. And she couldn't wait to get back to work. From what I understand, they were in some financial stuff that she may or may not know about. So she decided to do the show. And now she's like, oh, everybody's my friend. They've known Gertie for 7 seasons plus, and they're not Gertie's friend yet. It must be nice to rank. I make this fall refresher, you guys, for my house because it's fall now. So usually we don't do a lot of soda. We do clear carbonated water with no sodium, or flavored no sodium sparkling waters. And then I make tea in the refrigerator. And like this tea that I've been rocking since fall happened is a blend of either perfect peach or mango passion fruit. But then you know what it makes it the fall refresher is I use elderberry tea bags also. Elderberry lemon balm, because you know elderberry is great for our immune system. So that's one way for my family to make sure they get their elderberries stuff in them, is I just put it in this tea that we leave in the, and I just top it off, add new tea bags, rotate them. You know. Isn't that a good idea? Fall refreshers. Now, I don't know if anybody's not talking in the chat or what, but I don't see any words in the chat, which is okay. I know you guys can hear me though, so that's fine. So back to the show. So I don't feel like Julia got held accountable for the lies she told on Gertie before she got to skip on over to saying and alleging that her and Adriana slept together, which is none of our business. How dare she out Adriana like that? Isn't that equivalent to outing somebody? Isn't it? If nobody knows that Adriana sleeps with women but Julia, and then Julia spills the tea at a reunion to be the reason that Adriana is not a godmother, the same way that Gertie's complaint with Julia is that, oh, if there was such a big problem, you could have called me off season, on season, at any time. But Julia waits to get in front of people with the camera and then she does her big one. Like it's OnlyFans. She only wants to do the big one in front of the camera. Like it's her personal OnlyFans.